Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching this. Know that I appreciate you. 'Tis I, Jay, and I'd like to welcome you to another day in the daily life of Jay. It is Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. And it is a bright and crisp day. It's just a little chilly, but I opted today not to wear that oversized coat because it's still supposed to get to like the low to mid 70s, and that coat looks absolutely ridiculous in the 70s. This is Texas, not Chicago. But yeah, I am headed to work and I am energized. Yesterday was a good day as far as work is concerned. I was able to help some people. I'm feeling more comfortable doing that. Again, this is an arena that I have not been in before, to this capacity. And to be able to help someone makes me feel good, makes me feel like I am actually catching on. So I'm feeling good about that. I had a really good night's rest. I pray that you did as well. I slept for the most part straight through, and that was without the melatonin. So I'm feeling good about that. The husband did not sleep straight through. I heard him at one point get up. I know that at one point he actually left the apartment, but I didn't say anything. I just let it be what it was. My guess is that he went to the corner store. I call it a corner store. It is on the corner of this particular street, but it's not like it's on the corner of our block. But I'm going to guess that he went there to get an energy drink. He's been really good about not drinking those. He's been really conscious of that because energy drinks aren't good for you. That's just my opinion. You do your own research. I've done enough to know that it does more damage to you than good. If you take a look, you'll see for yourself. And that's just like with any carbonated anything, including carbonated water. But again, my opinion. I am not a medical professional. That's not something that I can say is law, but I encourage you to do the research for yourself. So that is my guess that that's what he got up and did when he got an energy drink. He's been on Gatorade, and quite honestly, too much of the Gatorade could be bad for you too. But he's been on Gatorade as a replacement to the energy drink, and he wanted an energy drink yesterday, and just as I got to the store, he changed his mind. So I'm guessing that he gave in to that desire for the energy drink at some point during the night. But anyway, he did eventually get back in the bed, and then he slept the rest of the night, which I was excited about. And I hated waking him up to let him know that I was leaving, but he has a fit when I do not wake him up. So that is what I just did. And he's probably going to sit there, smoke a cigarette, watch some CNN, which has been his routine lately, and then go back to bed. He may not eat until he gets up a second time. So yeah, I got a birthday card yesterday with a gift in it, and I was so excited to see it. For one, because she told me that she was sending the card, but two, because there was a gift in it that I kind of thought would be there, but I was surprised by what it was as far as the amount is concerned. so that was last night. I got some more videos scheduled last night at the close to time for me to go to bed, because I determined that I wasn't going to stay up super late last night. Even though I stayed up later than I intended to, I knew I had planned that I was not going to stay up too much later than that. So I did what I could, and then I got into bed. So this morning when I got up, what I left going last night was done, and I went about doing another one. Something that I have discovered, and I don't know if it's me not taking time with it or what the case may be, but I had, for the writing page that I have, the writing and the coaching and writing page that I have, I had scheduled or attempted to schedule my tips that go out every Tuesday. My Tuesdays are 2-Tip Tuesday for this page, and I had created all of these tips to run through to the middle of this month. So I went in this morning to see where it was so that I can get the others, generated, and it turns out that the others, that the previous ones that I thought had gone out had not. So I knew that I was having a difficult time scheduling them directly on Facebook, but I thought that I had set it up to go out anyway through another avenue. And it appears that that did not happen. So again, I don't know if it's because I didn't take the time to do it, or if I wasn't really paying attention to doing it. I wasn't paying attention to it when I was trying to do it. I don't know what happened, but thankfully I saw that it didn't go through, because like I said, I was ready to set up the next set to go out, because I know that I've been getting some traffic to that page since I've had my courses out there. By the way, the Forgotten Basics of Writing Your First Book and the Foundational Basics of Writing Your First Book are both available live now on the Udemy, I keep calling it Udemy platform. So go to udemy.com, that's udemy.com, look up the Forgotten Basics of Writing Your First Book or the Foundational Basics of Writing Your First Book. Take those courses. I'm sure that you will enjoy them. If you've ever wanted to write a book and you were unsure of how to get started, those courses are beneficial to that trek of writing a book. So go there, available now. But anyway, I knew that I was gaining traction on the coaching page because I see the analytics. So I was like, oh, okay, so everything is going pretty good. But then I noticed that it started coming down. I was like, okay, what's up? And that's also what made me take a look at the post that I thought that I had scheduled. So thankfully I was able to go ahead and get those scheduled out through to the middle of December. Those that I thought had gone out through to the middle of this month, I was able to get them scheduled out through to the middle of December. And now what I have to do is get the ones scheduled through to the end of the year. Probably actually through to the end of February if I can. I think I'm almost positive that I have enough to get me through to the end of February, especially since they're posting every week and not every day. Once a day, every week, and not more than that. So I believe I have enough to get me through to the end of February. So I'm going to do my best to go ahead and get those created so that they can be posted, scheduled out. I was able to do it this morning, and I feel so good about that. But I noticed some other things have been off. Like, people have been talking about the money aspect of it and how they've not been able to utilize my PayPal. And I'm like, what do you mean? The PayPal link is up and running. So I went in a couple of days ago to make sure that my PayPal link was going well. All of my other links, like the link on my website, is working well. So I'm not sure what issues people are having with getting the funds to me when they're purchasing the book. I don't know. But bottom line is, financially speaking, all of that is in order. I've checked to make sure that that was in order. I even went on to PayPal directly just to make sure that the link still works, and it does. So I'm not sure what the issue is that people are having if they weren't entering in the information correctly. My PayPal is really very easy, and it may have thrown them off because I have it under my store, my online store, which I have closed right now, but my link is still connected to the store. So that could be what's throwing them off. I'm not sure. I'm not even going to revisit opening the store back up, or visit opening the store back up anytime soon, because I want to get all of this in order first before I go back to having an online store. The online store had a little bit of everything as far as clothing and accessories were concerned. I want better quality stuff. I don't want too much of what everybody else has out there. Because the markets are saturated with wigs, weaves, and I'm hearing so much that is the wrong area to be in. But it's saturated with waist trainers. It's right now becoming more saturated with athleisure and athletic outwear or fitwear. Athletic and athleisure wear, or fitwear. It's becoming much more saturated with that. I know of 3 influencers that I follow that all have their own line now of athleisure or fitwear or accessories coming out. And some of them are looking really, really good. Like there's one sister that I'm following, and her stuff is looking great. And I need to buy some of her stuff. But before I spend, and this is just me in transparency, before I spend what it would take to purchase her fitwear, I want to make certain that I am on a consistent basis of working out, you know, getting fit, because her fitwear isn't inexpensive, but it's not expensive either. In all truthfulness, if I were to go to the store and buy 2 separates, just a regular, not a discount store of any kind, but a regular store such as a Foot Locker or a Nike store or somewhere like that, I would probably pay good $10 to $20 more than what she's charging for her whole fit. For 2 pieces, I would probably pay a good $10 to $20 more. So she's not inexpensive, but she's not expensive either. It's just that it's still an investment either way. And I'm hearing and seeing good reviews on her stuff. I would like to be more consistent with the working out before I make that investment. So the market is becoming saturated with that. There's another influencer that I follow. She is coming out with accessories, and I'm sure she's going to have her own fitwear line very soon, because she's already talking about the accessories, like the bands, the elastic bands that you would use to use in your workout, you know. So she's already coming out with that stuff. I know her fitwear line is not far behind. And then there's another one, I'm trying to remember who it was, but I've seen 3 that I follow come out with their own. And I'm just like, I don't want to do too much of that either. So I haven't, once it's time for me to sit down and rethink that, I will figure out what I want to do there. I just know that now is not the time. now is not the time. I've got too many other things that I need to get together, organized, and have it flowing the way it needs to be before I move into the next thing, which is basically moving back to something that I stepped away from. So yeah, that's what's going on. I've got videos scheduled through right now to Thursday. My next one is coming up. When I get home tonight, I'm going to schedule out the last 2 videos that'll show up on Friday. And what I'm doing right now, in case you have not noticed by this point, is that I'm posting 2 videos a day until I get caught up, with the exception of tomorrow's video. Tomorrow I've only got scheduled 1 video, and that's my birthday video. That's it. So yeah, so you get 2 videos every day until I get caught up. So the last 2 videos that will go out Friday will be caught up, will have me up to last week. And then the videos for this week, which today is only the 2nd day, will be scheduled to go out for Monday. And then I'll roll back into the other videos that I had already, recorded and I just didn't do anything with. And that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to get back to my schedule of 3 days a week posting, because at that point I'll be caught up. And then, so that's the daily channel, which is this channel. My pro channel, I'm so disappointed because I put out my montage of my inspirational video. I put that out, and there is an issue with the sound, and I don't know what the issue is, because when I first put the video out, there was music behind me speaking, but the music was too loud, so I just took the music out altogether. I didn't even lower the volume on it. I just took it out altogether. And then I watched the entire thing, listened to it, and everything was fine. So I posted the video, the montage, for November, if you don't know what I'm talking about, my November video. Posted that and sat down yesterday and started watching it on YouTube. And there are at least 2 videos, 2 sections within that video, that there's no sound whatsoever. Although before I posted it and listened to it, there was sound in those sections. So I don't know what happened. That's the 2nd time that I've posted the video, because like I said, I had it before and the music in the background was too loud, so I took it down, took the music out, listened to it again, everything was cool, posted it a 2nd time, and now there's sound missing from 2 sections. So I don't know what the issue is. I think the next time that I do that, now that I know that I can separate them out, I'll probably do them one at a time. And I still may go back and do them one at a time, just to make certain that you get the full thing. And I think that's what I'll do. I'll do that tonight. Hopefully tonight, no later than tomorrow. I'll just go in and download them one at a time. But I didn't want to do that because the last slide has all of the information as far as contact is concerned. So I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I've got to do it differently the next time. I don't know why. And I'm so disappointed. I don't know what happened to the sound. I don't know. So yeah. But that one is up. And I apologize in advance if you've already been on the pro page and tried to listen to the video and the sound cut out. I don't know what happened. But then the other thing is my seasonal depression video is up there on the pro channel, and that one is up. So those 2 are up. Those 2 were the ones that I really wanted to make sure that I got out and up before we got too far into the month. I'll probably I haven't figured out what my next set of videos will be for the pro channel. I really really haven't. It'll probably be another, okay, there will probably be at least 2 more videos coming out for the Pro channel. I haven't, again, figured out what those 2 videos will be. One of them will probably be, if I'm being honest with myself, one of them will probably be a tribute to my mom, because her birthday is in December. And if you've never heard me talk about it before, my mom passed away in 2015. And we had just lost not only a good friend of ours in September, but then my grandfather passed in September as well. And then in December, while we're all still mourning my grandfather and trying to figure out what to do with my grandmother, who was in full-blown Alzheimer's, figure out how to help her best, as we're trying to figure that out, my mom passed away 10 days after her 62nd birthday. So her birthday is on the 13th, and then she passed away on the 23rd, and then of course 2 days later it's Christmas. So I will probably do some kind of tribute to her in some way. I did one for Mother's Day earlier this year. I think I did one for her birthday last year. I'm not 100% sure right now. I don't remember. But I'll probably do one for her birthday. And then that might be the only video that I do for December, or I might do a second video. I don't know right now. So yeah, I should stop here at Tom Thumb and get a salad for lunch. That's what I should do. So I don't know, but at least with the Pro channel, I've got 2 videos out this month. I'll figure out next month soon and go from there. I'm doing pretty good with getting, let me put my turn signal on, doing pretty good with getting this channel caught up. So I'm feeling good about where I am right now and what's going on with me right now. As far as getting the videos up, I've been very productive, and I've tried to be, but I've got to create a schedule that keeps me better on track, because I'm exhausted at the end of the day, and to have to try to get this stuff out is, you know, even more taxing on me. And I got to figure out a better way to, and I know I'm going to eventually have to hire somebody to do this for me. I did look at Fiverr yesterday. I've got to get my logo together, and I think I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but I got to get my logo together, got to get my website revamped. I went onto Fiverr and looked at a couple of people yesterday, so I'm going to put it out there either today or tomorrow, what I'm looking for. But I've got to figure out a better schedule to get me operating properly, because what's happening now is taxing. And if I can get a couple of things off my plate, that would be great. So I've got to hire someone to, if I create the post, get them scheduled, or someone that can create the posts and give them and schedule them. I don't know yet, but I got to figure something out, because things are about to ramp up with the new year, and I don't want to wear myself out before I get to that point. So I guess that would be today's would be a great way to end this video, is to say, when you see that things are overwhelming you, figure out a way to delegate the things. If you can, delegate the things that overwhelm you. Share the responsibility of whatever it is that you can share, so that you don't have as much on your plate. So, like I said, I've got to have somebody either create the post that I want to put out, and then also schedule them, or I schedule them and I create them and have somebody else schedule them. Because doing both right now is just too much for me. I've got these videos that I'm creating every day, but trying to sit down and get them edited is taking a lot of time. So I've got to find someone to edit the videos for me and get them back to me so that I can schedule them, or they'll do the editing and the scheduling. I don't know, but I've got to find a way to free myself up, take some of this pressure off, so that I am available to do what it is that I need to do with the new year. So you do the same. Figure out what you can delegate to take some of the pressure out of you, so that you can be ready for the next wave of things that are about to happen. Even if that next wave of things for you is just the ability to rest and think clearly. So that's it. I'm going to end this here because, like I said, I'm going to go into Tom Thumb and get a salad for lunch. I don't want anything too heavy. I'm starting to feel the lightness come back that I was feeling really heavy a couple of weeks ago. I believe I mentioned that in a video. I was feeling really heavy a couple of weeks ago, and I'm starting to feel light again. And I want to keep that feeling. And when I say heavy, I don't mean as in weight. I mean as my stomach was feeling really heavy. My intestines were feeling really heavy, like they needed to be cleansed. And now I'm starting to get the feeling of lightness again. So I want to keep that going. So a salad it is today. But yeah, so with that, I'm going to say, and I know this lighting is kind of crazy, but hey, the sun is the sun and I ain't mad at it. Peace and blessings. Remember to walk in your purpose and know that I appreciate you.